What's up, everybody? It's Muggin with Dislyte Directive coming at you with a quick video on Infinite Miracle Spacial Tower Floor 90. We're going to be doing some videos here showing off some of the challenging later tower levels. So we're starting off with Floor 90. So as we get into it here, you're going to be able to see that we've got a pretty not so nice team that we're going to have to deal with. A lot of control. At the beginning, wave 1, it's also a 3-wave battle, which isn't the most fun, but wave 1, we've got to deal with a Yasuo here, as well as a Sander, and an Unki Chai, giving a bunch of buffs to everybody. So my goal here is we're going to burst as much damage into Yasuo as we can to get her to invulnerability herself, and then we're going to get rid of Sander. The goal there is to get rid of some of that AP manipulation they have on the field so we can kind of control our own destiny here. We're going to use our, stuns, freezes, AP downs, and debuffs to kind of keep an eye on these guys. You'll see I kind of move around attacking to just kind of get them all whittled down. Another thing that's important is Wukong's disease will help to curb any healing that's coming out of the team. And we're really watching for Yasuo to take her next turn so that we can switch to her. I think I actually went ahead and took out Unki Chai first here just to get rid of the debuffs because I was taking them down, chunking them down pretty quick. But you can see now we're going to switch over to Yasuo to take her out, and then from there, I totally forgot these guys' names, but I think then we go for the girl that poisons, and then Bow Guy. Call him Bow Guy. So just working through these guys here as fast as we can. Also using a lot of basics here to try and get everybody's cooldowns ready for wave 2. Another thing that's really big about these that I've found is to make sure that you're doing kind of ability cooldown management to make sure that you come into these waves with a full boat. So I found Long Mian to be kind of MVP here because these big hit freezes can be massive. We're going to want to take down Tiger Mom here. Very important because she can do a lot of nasty stuff. And you'll notice I wasn't even hurt, but I went ahead and used Chang Pu's heal, A3, to get immunity on everybody to make sure that I didn't catch any debuffs from anybody on the board. Another thing I tried to do is make sure that I have immunity up as often as possible between Chang Pu and Gabby's A3s. You can pretty much keep it up almost indefinitely. Another thing to try and do is to time your defense down AoE from Gabby with your AoE from Ling if you're using him, because it can really increase the amount of damage output he gets off that. Just a little thing I found when it lines up, it's nice. So we've taken down Tiger Mom. I've switched to Mona because she does have some sustain here and I just don't want to deal with it. As you can see, we're trying to keep everybody topped off here. Also, I have Chang Pu maxed on her A1, so she does have a 100% chance for the AP down. So I use her as kind of a secondary, turn meter controller here. So you'll see I bounce around with her basics wherever I can to try and mess with the turn order down here at the bottom to make sure that I can kind of maybe get an extra hit on Fabrice before he goes off and things like that. There's a lot of invulnerability floating around here, and it can be a real pain in the butt if they get someone right before you take them down. But again, we're going to now start, because everybody's so low, to start getting everything reset here as best we can, so we go into the final wave with a full boat of abilities so we can control the fight. I chose to go ahead and use the AoE here to get it down to nothing, and then we'll just build it back up. So we're going to walk in with pretty much full health, everybody ready to go, all the abilities off of cooldown that are important, except for Ling is a little bit behind, but we've got everybody else up and running, so it should be fun. We're going into the final wave here, so wave 3. My goal here is to take out Wukong first, since I got a good freeze on Sally, and the reason for that is I don't want the disease. If I drop immunity, I don't want to take the disease on everybody. So I'm going to use Ling's middle A2 before his AoE for 2 reasons. One is to get the burst in onto Wukong, and 2 is I'm trying to set up the defense down with Gabby. So the goal here is to do what we can to take down Wukong. So we're gonna try and push his turns back. We're gonna get disease and defense down on everybody, and we're gonna start to whittle away. So we used our big middle hit on Ling first so that we could hit the defense down before we did the AoE, and you can see how much more damage we get to do that way. So Wukong's down now, so we're gonna take down Biodina. I just don't want to deal with her AoE either. And then from there we'll do Sally, and then Sienna, and then we'll finish with the boss. So at this point, now that Wukong's down, it's just kind of a game of mitigation. There's not a lot of damage left on the board. There's just more of a lot of annoyances. So at this point, we're just gonna kind of tear through here. So we've got Biodina down, so now it's gonna be swinging back and forth on these guys until we get them down. They're gonna do their thing, but at this point we just kind of burn through them all. Sally first, and then Sienna, followed by Una, and the map is cleared.